Chapter 36, The Child with Chronic Condition or Terminal Illness. Chronic illness is a stressful and can create a situational crisis for a family. This is when an unexpected crisis for which the family's usual problem-solving abilities are not adequate. This could be a hospitalization of the child, and maybe there's another sick child at home and a parent needs to be out of town. This is an unexpected crisis and their normal problem-solving skills are not enough. How they adapt and recover from this is known as normalization, by making those changes in life to adapt. They have to keep working to make the necessary changes to get through this crisis. Family resiliency includes the management of those complex problems. They are able to withstand and recover from those situational crises. Families accomplish this by developing protective measures that will counteract that stress. They do this by establishing and assessing both internal and external sources of physical, social, and financial support, maintaining high quality and open communication patterns, maintaining social integration. Resilient families are careful at allocating resources which include money, time, and energy. Coping is an active process that includes learning about their child's illness and available resources. When extreme stress occurs, families can relapse with coping techniques and they may need assistance. Chronic illness will affect the whole family and not just the child with the chronic illness. Each family member may cope in different ways depending on their age, their relationship with the child, and many previous experiences they may have. Stages of dealing with the ill child can include denial, anger, bargaining, sadness, and depression. People will move through these stages at different rates as well. Some phases are shorter, while others can take longer to work through. Growth and development can be affected by a chronic condition. Many will have concerns with self-esteem, self-resilience, and autonomy. Many will have issues with altered body image and any physical changes due to the condition. When a child is hospitalized, they feel a decrease in autonomy and control. Providing them with their normal routine and allow them to have appropriate choices can help with this. Many times a child with a chronic illness may miss out on social opportunities due to being sick or preventing illness, so trying to keep them engaged in proper social activities is important. An important goal is to maximize the effects of illness and hospitalization and to maximize the child's developmental potential. See Box 36.2, How the Illness Experience Affects the Various Ages. Temporary regression can occur of children of all ages. Parents face challenges as well. They need to remember to be consistent with discipline between the sick child and the well child. Rules need to be consistent. Many times parents feel the child with chronic illness goes through so much that they don't want to discipline them. We need to educate on the importance of keeping the consistency. The goal for any child with a chronic illness is to achieve and maintain the highest level of health and function as possible. This includes cognitively, emotionally, physically, and psychosocially. Goals need to be set for the whole family. Children can have exacerbations of the disease that can cause setbacks. Continuous support for the entire family is needed. Education involves educating the child and the family and needs to address both physical and those psychosocial areas. Communication with the ill child can be very difficult at times. We need to be honest in our communication, and sometimes that's hard. We want to protect them, but they need us to be honest. That will help build a trusting relationship. Of course, you have to take into consideration the child's age and development. A child that's 12 years old can usually understand more and handle the situation better than a child at age 6. Asking the child what they know and taking the conversation from there can help. We need to care for the parents as well. We can do this by helping them feel more confident, acknowledge each parent as a person, acknowledge that the parents are the experts when it comes to their child's care, acknowledge the child has that their child is valuable and unique, and encourage your parents and the healthcare team to work as a team towards mutual goals. Education regarding the grieving process is something the nurse can do. We need to have active listening and be present when they are talking. We will need to assess culture and religious beliefs geared towards illness and death. Do not assume they will follow a certain aspect due to their culture. Ask so you can provide the best support to them. The nurse is the one who many times is helping determine what support is needed and what referrals are needed for that family and the child so they can take care of all their physical and psychosocial needs. Public schools are required to provide the necessary medical care for children to be able to attend the school system. Meetings will be held to determine the best outcomes for the child and family. Many times, the nurse is the liaison for the family to various members of the healthcare team. Nurses are trusted, and many families feel comfortable with the nurse and trust them, so they'll turn to them in times of need. A nurse needs to know what resources are available through the health system and in the community so proper information can be given to the family for various needs. Siblings can have many feelings. They may feel guilt. They may think that what would life be like if their parents didn't have to spend so much time with that ill child. They can also show signs of regression at times as well. We can provide education to the siblings on the ill child's condition and treatments, but only if the family has shared that information with the sibling. It's the parent's responsibility to tell the siblings what information they want them to know. We should include the siblings in the care for the child as appropriate. Many times the siblings may have questions, and the nurse is a great resource to answer those questions. Sometimes the siblings may feel jealousy because the parents have to spend so much time with the ill child and they don't get as much of the parents. We can encourage parents to spend individual time with the siblings and make sure that they are involved in their lives as well.